Well, before the last season started, I was going to try and get in 3 episodes a week, and unfortunately, that's only been 2, and they really haven't been on a regular basis, and for that, I apologize. That said, this weekend coming up, I actually got a decent amount of free time. The plan is to sit down and record the rest of the season on Saturday, and then edit on Sunday to post next week, and then what I like to do in all my saves is I'll retire at the end of the season, and then I'll sim ahead 5 years just to see where the club ends up. Hopefully... Well, I don't know. Hopefully whoever follows me can keep up the string of somewhat success I've been having. That said, to date we are playing our Champions League quarterfinal, home and away, against one of the better teams out there. Of course, it's the quarterfinal. Why wouldn't we be playing one of the better teams out there? My name's FM19, and this is the Ritornu Gloria with SC Bastia, episode 127. And as you can see, we are playing Bayern. They have actually fallen off in recent years. If I go back to the history here, they were dominant until 2026-27. Then Bayern clipped them, and then they won 2 more. Then Bayern clipped them again. They finished second. BVB won last year. Bayern finished second. Bayern finished third. Currently, they're 4th. But they've got a really good squad. If I go back, let me go back here real quick. You can see Schalke, TSG Hoffenheim, and Bayern are ahead of them now. Hertha and RB Leipzig round out the top 6. So they've got a really good squad. I'm going to sort by goals here. George Albrecht is a very good striker. James Huerta is the player Christian Pulisic wishes he was. Pulisic has not turned out very well in this game. James Huerta, as an American, is probably the best American player in the game. Very well-rounded attacking midfielder on the right. I had an opportunity to get him, 6-7 years ago, and I didn't have enough space on the roster because you're only allowed 4 foreign players in French football, and I had 4 really good players, if I remember at the time, and I wasn't quite sure what Huerta was going to turn into, and now he's a 5-star potential ability player. So they've got some. I'm going to go here by positions now. Pekdemir is a very good keeper. Miljak is a very good defensive center back. Russo is a very capable defensive midfielder. Huerta, we just looked at. João Sousa is their primary striker. And he is not that bad. He's slowing down a little bit in his old age, but if we go to his history, he's been coming off the bench a little bit more this year. You can see he hasn't been the goal-scoring machine that he kind of was a few years ago. 13 and 11, 14 when he first started. I think, is their other striker injured? I don't know. Was Albrecht playing striker for a while? I think Albrecht was playing striker for a while. He's out at advanced midfield on the left now. So Albrecht is a very good young striker as well. Young in that he's 27. He's not on the wrong side of 30. And he has had a very, very solid career. He and Sousa have been a very good 1-2 punch. So we've got our work cut out for us. So after beating Roma to advance to the Champions League and beating Lille, we were away at Amiens and we thumped them 6-1. Bastia brace of goals, Hussein a hat-trick's worth of goals, Gerard a goal. We were then home against Toulouse and took a Kaplan penalty kick in the 59th minute for us to squeak by. I know I've mentioned this in the previous episode. It's frustrating because we're dominating teams. 23 shots, 10 on target, 10 off target, 2 woodwork hits, 2 clear-cut chances, only 6 long shots, and it took a penalty kick for us to beat Toulouse. Now, Toulouse is a fairly solid team. They're currently, that's not going to tell me unless I'm playing them again, and I don't think I am. I want to say they're mid-table. No, they're 15th. That's salt on the wound. They're the 15th, they're bottom of the table team, and it still took a penalty kick for us to win. So we were then home against Nantes. We played Nantes way too much this year. We were home against Nantes in the French Cup 11th round. They absolutely thumped us 3-1. I played probably a pretty rotated squad. DeLonghi in goal, Flores, Kern, Valencia, and Gerard were the back 4. Orlowski and Mercurio were the midfielders. And Barrero, I played the 4-3-3. Sargent, Valet, and Kisnia were my starters. Nantes played a really rotated side as well, and they were better on the ball. They were better stats wise. It was just, we had our chances, and the Sargent goal was really nice, but I was so frustrated at the half that I made 2 subs, and it didn't work. Kisney and Valet just both had off games, and I really didn't need them to have off games. So, and we're out of the French Cup. And then literally 4 days later, we played Nantes again in the Coup League final. We gave a better accounting of ourselves, but they thumped us again, 5-3. Kaplan had a brace of goals. Pichon had a goal in the 59th minute. Kaplan scored in the third minute. I thought we would really have a chance then, and then they just turned it on the first half. The Laurent goal in the 95th minute was just frustrating as hell. So it was a pretty even game stats-wise. We had 24 and 10. They had 23 and 12. We each had a woodwork hit. We had more clear-cut chances and more half chances. And this was just frustrating. Yeah, but Nantes is a really good squad. I mean, they're third in the league right now. Third in the league at the moment, I think? Fourth. Yeah, and they qualified for European football the Europa League, because they won the Coup League. So today it is all about FC Bayern, and we're playing Lyon in the middle. So yeah, I'm gonna go check the best 11, set my reserves, and we're gonna come back with the away match, which I don't mind doing. I'd much rather play away first than at home. In Bayern in just a bit. Back in a bit. Well, we're playing our 4-2-4 today. Kazan goal, Robert Valencia, Kernan Flores is the defensive back four. Rashidi and Barrero as the midfielders, Gerardo and DJ as the attacking midfielders, Hussein and Bastion up top as the strikers. It's probably our strongest squad in terms of ability. Positional knowledge, not so much. DJ is still a little bit on the... he's learning. He's doing better. He's 2.5 stars now. For a while, he was 2 stars for the longest time. Kazan is 2 stars now, but I have a good defense in front of him, so I'm not too worried about that. Huerta on the throw-in. Knocked away. Gerardo has it. Cuts inside. Up to Kaplan. Long pass towards Bastion. He got behind the defenders. Takes a shot, and he puts it past Pendegmir. The Bayern keeper. He's Greek, and he's really, really good. I inquired after him a couple of years ago, and it was... Oh, nuts. That's what's going on here. Couldn't figure out why this was all screwy. Okay, back in a sec. Thought the game was glitching out. Turns out it was just me glitching out. Kazan. Up into the crowd. Miljack knocks it down, but it goes right to Kaplan, who cuts right. Taps it off to DJ. He's got help, sends it over to Flores, who crosses it in. Benolkin's right there, and he misplays it, goes right to Kaplan, who puts it in for his 43rd goal this season. That was a horror show of defense by Benolkin. Dismer sends it into the crowd, knocked away by Kerr, and Rama has it. Oh, slots it through the crowd and past Kazan to get one back. Huerta out to Capelletti. Holds it up, out to Brown on the left. He crosses it in, Rama's there. Back out to Brown. Crosses it in, Dismer's there, but he pushes it wide left. Dodged a bullet there. Coming up on a halftime. Technically, we've been better than Bayern. 6 shots, 4 on target, only 1 off target. They've had 11 and 3 and 4 off target. They've had a decent possession advantage, though. I wonder if going back to the positive would help. DJ. Out to Flores on the right. Back to Barrero. Back up to Flores. Crosses it in. Kaplan's there. Off the post. And Hosbank sends it out on the corner. We are going to make a couple of subs before this corner. Valencia's going to come off. Beinlich's going to come on. Rashidi's going to come off. And Mercurio's going to come on. Mercurio actually came to me and said, why have I not been getting any playing time? And I had to go back and look, and I realized it's because I haven't been playing you. Gerardo. Oh, knocked away off the wall. Robert waits for the ball to come to him. Almost loses it. Back out to Gerardo on the right. Crosses it in again. Is that a foul? Oh, I got music for this. Penalty. Okay. Come on, Hussein. Nice. Okay, we're going to come off the attack and go to balanced. Kazan sends it forward. Capoletti knocks it down to Hosmang. Up to Dismer. Back to Capoletti. Sends it forward, but Flores knocks it down. Bayern is there. Barrero over to Mercurio. All the way back to Kazan. Sends it forward. Bayern charged forward. Had 4 guys in front of Kazan when he kicked it. Miljack knocks that errant pass away. Huerta driving forward. Crosses it over to Rama. Oh, Russo, and they get one back. That is... okay. End of the game coming up here. Bayern with the last chance. Beinlich knocks it away. Pichon. It's 2-on-1, guys. He just sends it back to DJ. Barrero up to Pichon. Up to Kaplan. He's got help. Out to Robert on the left. Crosses it in. Pichon's there. Nice. Oh, extra time goals. Should be last Billy, and it is. Bastion, a brace of goals. Hussein, a brace of goals. Wow, okay, that's good. 4 away goals is very, very good. So we got Leon coming up in 3 days. We're not going to play our strongest squad against them, but they're 5th in the league, and we're still just 2 points ahead of PSG. So I got to play a fairly strong squad. Luckily, I think I have the depth for that. But you know what? We'll find out. So I'm going to play the Leon game offline. But before I do that, we're going to save this. I'm going to play the Leon game offline, and we're going to come back for our home match against Bayern in just a bit. Well, I went back and forth on it, and eventually I decided to play a full-strength squad against Leon. Essentially what I did was, in between the match days, I didn't do anything except match review and rest. I figured it's this late in the season, the guys don't really need any sort of specific training or anything like that in terms of, oh, we need to work on attacking corners or something like that at this moment. I would much rather take my chances and beat Leon with a first-choice team, which we did, thanks to a brace of goals by Orlowski, a goal by Farias, and a goal by Gerardo. I played not exactly well. Orlowski's with the rise of Johnny Barrero, Orlowski's kind of fallen by the wayside. Farias was injured, and I'm working him back in. And DJ's done an admirable job in his absence. So the nice thing is Farias can also step up and play striker as well. So we absolutely bossed Leon this game. 19 shots, 12 on target, 3 off target, 3 half chances, only 4 long shots. It was a well-rounded effort. And then everybody had 3 days off, and essentially we just did some match prep. And now we're facing Bayern at home. So I'm going to double-check my best 11, set the reserves, and we're going to come back with that match in just a sec. And this is the team we're playing today. Kazan goal, Beinlich, Valencia, Curran, Flores as the defensive back 4, Rashidi and Orlowski as the midfielders, Gerardo and Farias as the attacking midfielders, Sargent and Pichon up top as the strikers. A lot of that is because Kaplan's at 91%, and I don't really want to start him. I'd rather bring him off the bench. Florent Robert is at 85%. I think of everyone on the team, he wasn't the most healthy at 85%. And I'd much rather bring him off the bench as well if I need to. Still, this is a pretty capable starting 11. And I think, especially with the lead we have, we should be okay. But, stranger things have happened. So Bayern is playing a 4-2-3-1, but they're playing with 2 defensive midfielders. So it looks like they're willing to sit back and... Ooh, Sargent, cross it in. Pichon, Pendicure with a nice stop. He's one of the best. He's one of the best keepers in the game. I mean, Orlov's definitely one of the best keepers in the game. He's doing a fantastic job at Chelsea. Pendicure grades out 90 plus every time he gets scouted, where he comes up on the reports. Pichon knocks it back, sent in. Oh, Pectamir. Wow, I've been pronouncing his name wrong the whole time. Holds it up, launches it forward. Headed forward to Valencia. Rashidi gathers it up over to Beinlich. Back to Valencia. Out to Gerardo. He cuts inside, sends it up into space. Sargent's going to run that down. Get to the baseline, crosses it in, knocked away before Pichon can get to it. Dismer sends it up to Sousa, who cuts left. Over to Albrecht. He cuts inside. Huerta's there, and Huerta scores. 17th goal of the season. Pichon. Back to Kern. Over to Farias. Oh, his pass is intercepted by Russo. Albrecht has it off the tap from Sousa. He holds it up. Back to Dismer. Long cross to Bonokin. He bounces it off. My number 8. I should know who that is. Sargent. Long cross. Hosmer knocks away. Gerardo's there. He drives forward. Taps it up to Pichon. Right at Pictamir. Farias. Oh, just wide right. It's a good opportunity. Farias on the corner kick. Beinlich. Oh, out of bounds. And actually, Hosmag hit that. Who's our number 8? Gerardo. Coming up on halftime. Haven't been the best. 12 shots, 5 on target. We got one just before the whistle blew, it looks like. Bayern 6-2. Possession is pretty much equal. But we need to hold them. That's what we need to do. Tell the guys. We got a lead. Let's hold on to it. No stupid mistakes. Nice to set that out loud. Rashidi intercepts the throw and Farias drives forward. Long pass. Pichon behind the defenders. He's got help. It's 2-on-1, and he still went for the shot. Beinlich to Sargent, knocked away. Sousa to Huerta, back to Sousa. Up to Russo, to Dismer, to Capoletti. Up to Albrecht. He holds it up, crosses it in. Kern intercepts. Long pass. Hosmag is going to run that down. Back to Pectamir. Towards Albrecht, but Farias knocks it down to Pichon. Bastian cuts right, holds it up. Back to Flores. Flores crosses it, centers it to Rashidi. Who drives left, out to Beinlich. Sends it in. In the crowd, Rashidi, top the box, takes the shot off the crossbar. See, he took the shot inside the line. That's why he hit the crossbar. You know what? Beinlich has made a lot of mistakes today. It's just before 60 minutes. Going to be Beinlich off. Bring on Florent. Sargent's not having the best game either. We're going to bring on Kaplan. I may regret this, but we're going to get Kern off and bring on Hawk as well. Farias sends it in. Knocked down. Mari Vigir sends it up to Dismer. He gets by one. Nope. Kaplan got his way enough just to misdirect his shot. Kazan holds it up. Rolls it out to Orlowski. Over to Valencia. Up to Rashidi. He passes it up. Hosmag's going to run it down. I think he was looking for Kaplan to break one way and Kaplan went the other. Hosmag's doing something incredibly stupid. Flores intercepts that. Farias over to Rashidi. To Gerardo, top of the box, holds it up, takes the shot, and he scores. Oh, wow, he blew that by Pengdemir. It was a nice shot. I don't know what that Bayern player was thinking, bringing the ball into the box and trying to cross it like that. Robert. Oh, Kazan's going to run that down. That could have ended poorly. Mikola sends it forward to Hussein. Gets headed down right at Gerardo's feet. He cuts inside, sends it across the field to Flores. He crosses it in, is knocked away by a Bayern player. Farias holds it up to Kaplan, and Kaplan scores. Nice. His 45th goal of the season. Wow. Pectamir sends it forward. Too far. Robert knocks it down to Gerardo. Back to Rashidi. Over to Farias, who loses it to Albrecht. He sends it to Capoletti, back to Brown. Up to Capoletti, back to Brown. I'm going to come off the attacking here and go back to balanced. Brown to Albrecht, back to Brown. They're just playing keep away at the moment. Dismer up into space towards Sousa, got behind the defenders. That's what they were waiting on. Kazan, a very nice block. Corner kick in. Dismer, Flores knocks away, but goes right to Albrecht. Off the wall and out. Gerardo well, wait a minute. No, Sousa was offsides. Okay. Kazan came running out of the box. What's up with that? Definitely a lot more match fit than they are. Huerta's down at 58%. Unless something truly, truly weird happens. We are definitely advancing. Yeah, we're definitely advancing. Whew. That's a load off. 6-3 on aggregate. Well, the 4 away goals definitely helped. Dismer. Hawk knocks it away. Farias is going to run that down to Flores. Up to Orlowski. Just don't do anything stupid, guys. No injuries. 3 minutes extra time. Flores to Hawk to Flores. I see it's a theme. Orlowski to Rashidi. Back to Kazan. Long pass out of the box towards Gerardo. Oh, lovely first touch. Drives forward, crosses it in. Pichon's there. Wow. That all started with Kazan lofting it forward to Gerardo. And that is the game. 7-3 on aggregate. 26 shots, 12 on target, 3 half chances, 4 clear-cut chances. Well done, guys. That was a very good win. We got the draw in a couple of days. So what I'm going to do is save the game. And we're going to come back and see who we're facing in the semifinal. Well, I was going to say the draw is upon us, but I waited too long to start recording, and we're playing PSG. Which means Madrid is playing Chelsea. Well, we've beaten them before. Oramus and Cesar are both suspended for the next match. That gives us a little bit of a leg up. When are we playing them? And we got Monaco in between. Oh, that's a killer. Yeah, that's what we'll come back for. Champions Cup semifinal. We are home against PSG, and then we are away. And in between, we got Dijon and Concarneau, who frankly are not the best teams. I think Concarneau's dead last. Yeah, Dijon is 8th. So we're 5 points ahead of PSG, but they have a game in hand. That'll probably change here fairly soon. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to come back for PSG, and we'll get our revenge from the last time they beat us. And probably want to play Chelsea and Orlov in the final. So fingers crossed. We'll do what we can. If you liked what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content. Questions, criticisms, comments, leave those down below. I'll answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM19, and you've been watching Ritornu with SC Bastia, episode 127.